Our world is big, yet very fragile. Throughout history, humans have shaped our environment. The sad thing is, these changes have been mostly negative.
Sustainability, being able to last for a long time. Our population is rapidly increasing, as 7 billion people today will go up to 9 billion by 2050. That is a 35% increase.
We need the resources to continue to thrive as humans on this planet. If everyone consumed as much as the average American, we would need 4 Earths to sustain us.
We need to do something about this dilemma. That is where sustainability comes in.
Sustainability is about stabilizing the currently disruptive relationship between the Earth's 2 most complex systems: human culture and the living world.
Sustainability is really about resources and how we properly manage the resources that we have, whether it's environmental, natural resources, all of that. And it's not just managing it for our benefit today, but doing what we need to do to make sure those resources are there for future generations.
Climate change, also known as global warming, is the average rise in surface temperatures on Earth.
Mainly due to the burning of fossil fuels such as oil and coal, it emits greenhouse gases into the atmosphere.
Most scientists agree that climate change is real and is caused by human activities.
But some have thought otherwise.
The Earth's average temperature has risen about 2 degrees Fahrenheit since the Industrial Revolution.
Recently, people from around the world have gathered in Paris to reach an agreement on the reduction of climate change.
Climate change is a huge issue, and it's kind of interesting timing talking about that now, since we just had the big climate accord that all the nations signed on to. So I think one of the big things that we need to do at this point is to hold all of our leaders' feet to the fire and say, okay, this is great that you all committed to working together on this, but now we really need to do it. And small, little incremental changes are not going to get it done. Climate change is so severe at this point, we're going to have to all work together to really make a difference.
And sadly, most of the heat from climate change is caused by something that we use every day: transportation.
From driving to work to driving to the supermarket, people use transportation to get from point A to point B.
Around 95% of all road transportation depends on oil. Although many car companies have developed more environmentally friendly cars, American consumers have stuck to fossil fuels.
There are other solutions to sustainable transportation than just cars. Big cities mainly use public transportation, and other cities use bike paths.
These new initiatives, like bicycle paths, do not just promote environmental sustainability, but also health.
As transportation moves the world, agriculture feeds the world.
But many practices that we use in farming have not been the best.
Chemical fertilizers are used more than 100 million tons worldwide.
The thing is, chemical fertilizers are much cheaper than natural fertilizers, making it desirable for farmers.
The growing of food also requires a lot of energy. The industry sector, which includes agriculture, consumes 37% of the world's total energy.
Many renewable sources have been used to limit our impact on the environment.
Even though they are beneficial to the Earth, the initial cost is frightening to many consumers.
Though we are still using non-renewable resources like coal, natural gas, and petroleum.
Fracking is used to extract oil and natural gas from layers of shale underground.
Many of these non-renewable energy sources have been used for conventional products.
And you think we would try to save our planet by saving these resources, but most of it goes to waste.
The United States is the #1 garbage-producing country in the world. That is a huge problem.
But Americans are not the only ones to blame. Plastic has crept its way into Americans' lives in the past century.
One, they're made of fossil fuels. The other issue is that they typically don't biodegrade, so plastic bags, once we make them, are around pretty much forever.
Our carelessness has caused more than 500 trillion plastic particles to end up in our oceans. These so-called garbage patches have caused a severe threat to some animals.
And recycling may not be as good as you think. The recycling sign on products just means that it has recyclable content, not that it's all recyclable.
The plastic waste is usually transported to third world countries, where people sort through contaminated piles of garbage just to earn enough to stay alive.
This is our world.
Our future.
So, future president,
What will you do?